So today at the shack, we're talking ribs. Proper ribs. Let's get cooking. Welcome to the shack. I'm Phil, and today I decided to treat myself and cook up this lovely looking rack of beef ribs. Now, I picked these up from an online butcher's called Sherwood Foods. I'm not affiliated with them. I pay for these with my own money, but I have used them in the past and they do have a good selection of meats. So if you are in the UK, they could be worth checking out. Anyway, like I said, today we work with these beef ribs. This is a 6-bone rack of ribs. This is called the Jacob's ladder. I believe they're taken from between the brisket and the chuck, so they should be rather beefy, meaty and juicy. So we open them up and have a proper look at what we're dealing with. Okay, so here are our lovely ribs. Let's get them opened up. And we can see that we've got a nice bit of marbling in there. So we have this fat cap on. So under there we're going to have some silver skin. And I don't want to be trying to eat through that, so I think we're going to remove the fat cap, especially these hard bits up here. Of course you could have left the fat cap on, but I think you're going to get a nicer bite by taking it off. As you can see, there's a deep chunk of fat there, but goes down right to the bones, and I don't want to take that off. On this side you've got your membrane, and if these were pork ribs I'd certainly say take them off, but I think being beef ribs I'm just going to score them, as I think they'll help keep the ribs together. I mean, with all that fat, what I'll probably do with this is I'll put it in the smoker next to the meat and see if we can get a bit of beef dripping or beef tallow out of it. Now to pour over the top of this at the end. Now that's trimmed up, let's get it seasoned up. You could use binder on this, but I think it's damp enough, so you could use salt and pepper, but I want to use this coffee rub that I make up. Back. Okay, so we've got all that seasoned up now. So you could leave that overnight to brine, or you could pop it in the fridge for about half an hour and just let the rub stick. I think I'll put it in the fridge for about half an hour while we get the smoker set up for today's cook. Let's get to it. Okay, so we've got the smoker on the go. Internal temperatures are about 140, which I believe is about 280 Fahrenheit. So we'll get the meat in. As you can see, we're burning a clean smoke. You can barely see that. Just insert a probe into the fattiest bit. That'll let us know the temperature without having to keep opening up the lid. Okay, so I'll leave that now for probably about a couple of hours. I might pop back in an hour and throw another stick of wood on and maybe give it a spritz with a bit of water to stop it drying out. But for now, we'll leave it at that. Okay, so it's been about 3.5 hours now. We're still rocking nice. It's about around the, it's about 130 probably at the minute, which is fine. So let's take a look. It's looking nice with a bit of pool in there, that's fine. We'll give it a bit of blast with just some water and that bit of apple cider vinegar. Looking at 70s. I mean, I want to take this up to about 95 degrees C. So I think we're going to leave that about another hour, and then I might wrap it up in some butcher's paper and put a bit of beef dripping on it. Okay, so there's our lovely meat, and I want to pour over a bit of beef dripping, or beef tallow if you prefer, we rendered down earlier. I'm going to pop that back like that, just on the smoker, and I'm going to pop it on the top shelf. It's a bit warmer up there. Okay, well the internal probe says it's reached about 96 degrees centigrade, so I think we're pretty much done. Looks rather good. There's a probe. I'm not really after the temperature now, I'm just seeing how soft it is. It's going in gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to take that off now, put it in a cooler with a couple of tea towels over it and let it rest for about half hour, and then we should get some taste testing. Can't wait. Okay, our meat is rested. I'll move this out of here. Get rid of that. Wow, let's just take a moment, please. That looks amazing. Wow. Don't know about you guys, but I'm looking forward to this. Wow. We go straight down the middle, I think. Wow. Look at that. I don't know how good these cameras must pick this up, but that is absolutely beautiful. Should we be remotely civilized? No, let's just go for it, shall we? Yeah. We're all in with this one, yeah. It's your fault. Wow. I mean, that is so juicy. That is absolutely wow. Tasty, tasty. Wow. I think I deserve another bite for all these hours of cooking, I think. Wow. That's so good. I mean, it looks good though, doesn't it? I mean, you're not going to say it doesn't look good. Okay, let's be slightly civilised, shall we? Should we remove it from the bone? It's like the point of a brisket. If you know barbecue, that's exactly what it's like. And that. Oh yeah, that's so good. That's going to put myself. I mean, that's taken about 6 hours. I mean, I'm not going to lie, it's not a short cook, but it's definitely, I mean, that's beautiful. I mean, you spend 10 hours on a brisket. I mean, that is just like... Anyhow, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and certainly think about subscribing. It would really help this channel out. Yeah, and until the next time, you take care now.